Well, good morning. My name is Eric, and for the next year, I'm traveling all over the country in this, my teardrop trailer. I started 6.5 months ago in Tampa, Florida, and I've made it all the way to the Pacific Ocean and then some. I've made it to California and Oregon, but right now I'm in Nevada. My original plan was to get to California, then head kind of zigzagging up the California state into Oregon and then Washington state. And then eventually my plan is still to visit Alaska. However, I made it to Oregon probably 2 weeks ago, roughly, and it was snowing, it was raining, it was very, very cold. And this is in the middle of or beginning of May. And I thought maybe that it wouldn't be like that, but it was. So I had made a decision to kind of avoid the area for about a week or so, come down here to Nevada. So that's where I'm at. I'm at Great Basin National Park currently. And I came down here mostly for the weather, but I didn't really know anything about this park. And it's one that I was kind of curious at. So I decided, you know what? It's 10.5 hours one way to get down there, a little detour from Oregon. My plan now is to leave this area later today. I might go up to northern Utah. I want to see the Bonneville Salt Flats. Pretty excited about that because they hold like land speed records there. And probably check out Salt Lake City. Someone mentioned something very cool in Salt Lake City to see, something called Antelope Island. But apparently there's a lot of bison there. And then I'm going to dip into southern Idaho, which I'm pretty excited about because prior to this, my original plan was to really only see a little bit of eastern Idaho. So I'm excited to see southern Idaho. I'm going to go through Twin Falls and Boise. There's supposed to be some really great hikes and things around the Twin Falls area specifically I looked into. And then I'm actually going to go back into Oregon from the east side of Oregon, and I'll cut across because I still haven't seen the Oregon coast, and I really, really want to see that before eventually making my way into Washington State. And I hope to be in Washington State probably the first week of June. I actually did most of Highway 1 up California. That was a gorgeous drive. I saw lots and lots of cool stuff. Very windy. I don't know what I really expected out of the drive, but pulling a little trailer was fine, but it was just very windy. Not a lot of places to sleep. So it was just a lot of off the side of the road kind of places for the night. But gorgeous, gorgeous views. Obviously, the ocean's right there the entire time. So, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I would stop. I would be driving, I'd see a beautiful area, I'd stop, and I'd just admire the ocean for 5 minutes before I got back on the road. Before I got done with Highway 1, though, I came to the very end of Highway 1, and you get into the Redwood National Forest, and that was amazing. It was definitely a big bucket list for me to see the redwoods. And yeah, spent a couple days at Redwood National Park, which is actually made up of a national park and state parks, which I didn't know that prior to going there. Saw places where they film Jurassic Park. They filmed some of the scenes from Jurassic Park 2 there in a place called Fern Canyon. And then also, I read that they filmed some of Return of the Jedi. So when I reached Redwood National Park, which is at kind of the top of California, I decided to go over to Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta is a 14,000-foot mountain, and it was highly suggested that I go check it out. And I'm really glad I took up that suggestion because it was a gorgeous, gorgeous area. Mount Shasta, the town, was very, very cool. Had a gorgeous camping spot. I could see Mount Shasta from my campsite, and it was just gorgeous. I stayed there for a couple days. But unfortunately, that's when the weather quickly turned on me. I got about 1 day at Mount Shasta with gorgeous weather where I did some amazing hikes. And then the next couple days, it was either snowing or raining, and it was just cold. I pushed forward, and I decided to go into Oregon, hoping that it was going to clear up for me, the weather. But as I got into Klamath Falls and eventually Bend, the weather really wasn't cooperating much for me. So I decided to go ahead and turn around, and like I said, come down here to Nevada. And actually, Great Basin National Park had amazing weather when I first got here. Unfortunately, the past 24 to 48 hours, the last day or two, has been a little cool. A lot of wind pushing the area, and it dipped down to the 30s last night. I think I checked the weather, and it said it felt like 25 last night around 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So it was pretty cold here. So that's a couple of places I've been more recently. But now, just a couple of things that's going on with me personally. So I actually joined a Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is, of course, a gym, but a lot of people who nomad and travel full time, they go ahead and do a Planet Fitness membership because of the showers. And I was well aware of the Planet Fitness gym membership before I left, but decided, that's $25, $30 a month. I didn't really think that I would be around cities that much with Planet Fitnesses. And my tier job does have a road shower on it, and I've been able to get by on getting into state parks or campgrounds or places that had showers. Aquatic centers are another popular one for me to get showers at. So I've been able to get showers on the road, no problem really. But as I reached into the northern states and it was snowing and cold, I didn't see myself doing a lot of road showers outside. So I decided to go ahead and join Planet Fitness. It gave me obviously showers. They're really, really nice. They're really clean in there, and I was really surprised. Plus, I gotta say, I was feeling kind of funky in the Oregon weather with all the snow and the rain and the cold, and I just wasn't able to really get outside much and kind of enjoy things. And when you have a teardrop, there is nothing more than you can do than just to be outside, because being inside is really just for sleeping. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world to just sit there all day. So I'm really glad I joined Planet Fitness because it gave me an opportunity to actually work out. And I think that gave me a little bit of boost that I needed, just kind of helped me get energized again and feel better versus just kind of sitting around in the cold and the rain. I also did my first pilot travel center for a shower. I also was very aware that these existed, but had avoided them for the past 6 months. I have not done one because they are $15, but you do get a private room with shower. Obviously, you have a private bathroom there, toilet, sink. It's unlimited time. The water was pretty hot. It wasn't as hot as I like, but it was a cold day. I think it was like 35 the day I went there or something like that. So I did one pilot shower, but then like a week later, I ended up joining Planet Fitness. So I shouldn't have to do one of those again. Well, let's see, just a couple other small things. For starters, I have now reached 500 subscribers. Yeah, which is super small for most channels, but I've never had 500 subscribers on any kind of social media. Social media is not something I generally like to do. But I gotta tell you, I do love editing and making these videos for you guys. I hope that you enjoy watching them, because I actually do have a lot of fun, and I spend hours making one of them because I'm kind of a little perfectionist. I see little every detail, and I just really want to make sure it's really good quality for you guys and that everybody enjoys it. So I do enjoy making the videos, so I hope you enjoy watching them. Also, I got a brand new hat, what I'm wearing right now. Nice new beanie. This one's much thicker than my old beanie, which I did love. I got my old beanie in San Francisco, but this one's from Seattle. I haven't been to Seattle on my journey yet, but the tag says it's from Seattle, so we're gonna go with it. It's much thicker than my last beanie, which I really like, and it covers my ears a little bit better. And yeah, I like the color. So that's it about my beanie. Well, that's really all I wanted to say today. Just a little vlog style, just kind of where I've been, kind of a little update of where I'm kind of headed, what my position currently is in the world, where I currently am. I like to do these kind of 3-month check-in videos. So I did one at 3 months on the road, then 6 months on the road, and I will do one at 9 months on the road, and eventually 12 months on the road when I complete my complete journey of the United States. But this was not really a check-in video on one of those. This was really just more of a quick little vlog style. I just wanted to say kind of where I've been. My favorite videos are actually the ones I make of the montage videos that I do, which is set to music, and it just kind of shows you scenery of places I've been. That's personally the favorite ones I like to make. I get a little nervous talking to the camera like this for some reason. I don't know why. It's literally just me out here. But for some reason, I just feel weird talking to the camera and kind of being on camera, I guess. I don't know, it's super weird to me. It's not something I've ever really done. I'm generally a pretty private person, so for me to even do a YouTube channel is a little weird, I think. There's a lot of times where I'm like, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to do anything. So that may be why sometimes you see more montage videos coming from me, things where it's just me out in the world exploring. And that's what I came out here to do, is just see the country. And that's what I want to share with all of you. It's just what's out there in this country to see, and hopefully you get inspired to come out and see some of these great places, because it is a gorgeous country. It's so vast. There's so much to see. Even a year on the road, I'm missing so much of it. And it's just so funny. Like, I'm out in the middle of nowhere right now. I drove through nowhere to get here. But then you get to cities like San Francisco or LA or Miami or New York, and it's just, there's so many people in one little spot. And there's nothing out here. It's so funny how there's just massive diversity in each. Some of these towns, I gotta say, I drive through and I'm like, where do these people even get groceries from? There's a town here called Baker, which is literally right on the footsteps of Great Basin National Park. There's no grocery store. There's just a little general store in town. The only restaurant I saw was a food truck. So I don't even know where these people would go get a bite to eat or food, anything. How would you get food at all? The next town is 45 minutes up the street in Eli, and that town's decent size. It has everything you need, but I wouldn't want to drive 45 minutes to get to a town just to get groceries. And I went to the grocery store there. It sucked. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but it sucked. I don't want to bash anybody on here. Yeah, just don't go to that grocery store. Anyways, that's my little update for today. That's my little vlog. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for escaping normal life with me.